How's it going, Smashers? I'm DatSmashBro and welcome to the Moveset Ideas series. With each new installment of Smash Brothers, there's a lot of new combatants for everyone to enjoy. For this series, I do moveset creations and predictions for potential newcomers. And for this video, we will be looking over a character who is a small robot who likes to clean up houses and playgrounds, known as Chibi-Robo. Chibi-Robo is the titular character of the Chibi-Robo series. He debuted in his first installment on June 23, 2005 for the Nintendo GameCube. It was developed by Skip Limited and published by Nintendo. Chibi-Robo is a product of the Citrosoft Robotics Company. In the first game, the Sandersons had purchased a Chibi-Robo during their financial problems for Jenny's birthday. In the game, you go around the house, doing chores and bringing happiness to the Sandersons. He is accompanied by his manager, Television. Since then, the Chibi-Robo series has managed to get itself 4 sequels. The 5th installment, Chibi-Robo Ziplash, have been received poorly by the fans, due to the game going into a whole different direction. Although he has been seen in Ultimate as a spirit and a Mii fighter costume, the question is this: what if Chibi-Robo was converted into a playable fighter in Smash? I've managed to put together an entire move set for him. Me and a lot of other people did, but this is my version of it to clear things up. I've also made an illustration of it all so people can have a visual understanding on how the character's fighting style could perform in the game. Disclaimer: what you are about to see is not an official move set by the Smash developers or Sakurai's company. This was made for fun and speculating. While I did made this to be as accurate as possible, the whole moveset could be changed if the character were to be included in future installments. So folks, without further ado, let's plug ourselves into the moveset of Chibi-Robo. Chibi-Robo in Smash will bring with him the tools and equipments that he uses in the games. I know I'm going to get some heat for this, but for this moveset I did for him, I left out the spoon tool that he uses in his games for some reason. On his size, he can be small. The strength of his attacks can be neutral. His running speed will be slow for this moveset. His attack range will be long, because he also uses some moves from the Ziplash game as well. His weight will be light, and he will have a gimmick to his moveset as well, but I'll go over it later on. For his jab attack, he does a chop attack, and another chop attack with his plug. This is the basic combo that he does on the ground. This attack will knock back the fighters, but won't launch them. For his front tilt attack, he swings his plug in front of him. This move will have a little delay to it, because on high percent, this attack can launch and KO fighters. This tilt attack can cancel out any oncoming projectiles. For his up tilt, he tosses his plug upwards. This attack has a great range to it. On high percent, this can KO. For the down tilt move, he throws his plug in front of him at a low angle. Just like the up tilt, this move has great distance. You can use this move to keep the fighters away from you. The 2 tilt attacks are references to the Ziplash game. He can throw his plug in a whip-like movement to attack enemies. The front up and down tilts will be his strongest basic attack moves here. Now that we are done with the ground attacks, let's go up to his aerial moves. Chibi-Robo will be using his plug in all 5 of his aerial attacks. One will be similar to his tilt attacks. For his neutral air, he flips himself with the plug in front of him. This is the basic aerial attack that he performs. This move will knock back the fighters and potentially KO them at a high damage percentage. For his front air, he throws his plug in front of him again. This move is just like the down tilt attack, but airborne. This aerial attack is just like Min Min's aerial attack. For the back air, he thrusts his electric plug behind him. This version of his plug is also seen in the Ziplash game. For this aerial attack, the move will have a multi-hit effect on it. On high percent, this can KO. For his up air attack, he twirls his plug above him. Just like the back air move, this attack will have a multi-hit effect as well, but it won't be charged. This can be used as a follow-up attack. For the down air, he thrusts the electric plug below him. Instead of this move having a multi-hit effect like the back air, it will be powerful enough to spike the opponents. 2 of his aerials consist of him using the electric plug. You can use either the back or up air for multi-hits on the fighters. For his dash attack move, he charges into fighters with the Drake Redcrest toothbrush. This is one of the tools that Chibi-Robo used to clean up stains and puddles on the ground. For this moveset, he can charge into fighters with this attack. On high percent, this can KO. Okay folks, let's go on over to his smash attacks. For the smash attacks, Chibi-Robo will use the electric plug for 2 of them, while he uses an ability for the other. So, to go through them, his forward smash attack is him once again, throwing his plug in front of him. This time it will be charged. This smash attack can launch and KO fighters at a high damage percent. This will be stronger than the aerials. For his up smash, he stands himself upward with the Chibi-Copter blades rotating above him. This move will have a multi-hit effect on the opponents. On high percent, this attack can KO. He will be using the Chibi-Copter again later on. For the down smash itself, he spins with the electric plug around him at a low angle. This move will launch and KO the fighters. If lucky, this attack could break shields. Chibi-Robo will be using the charged plug for 1 more time in this moveset, but it won't show up in his special attacks, because he will be using 3 Chibi gears and 1 Chibi tool for his specials. So, let's get to them. For his neutral special, he blasts the fighters with his Chibi Blaster. The Chibi Blaster is one of his main arsenals that he uses to fight the main enemies, the Spidors. In Smash, he can shoot up to 3 sonic energy blasts if you tap the B button 3 times. If you hold down the B button, he can charge this move up and shoot out a more powerful energy blast at the opponents. The standard blast will knock back the fighters, while the charge up version will launch and KO the opponents. For his side special, he uses the Squirter tool. The squirter I've used here is from the Chibi-Robo Park Patrol game. He uses it to squirt out water to grow flowers. In Smash, he will be squirting out water to push the fighters back. If you just tap the left analog stick forward and press the B button at the same time, he does a quick squirt attack. The push power will be weak. However, if you hold forward and B at the same time, he will charge up the squirter and shoots out a more powerful stream of water. This special attack is similar to Squirtle's water gun and Mario's flood moves. This special move is used as a defense move to the other fighters. The best way to use this is on the edge of the stage. For his recovery, he flies upwards with the Chibi-Copter. Chibi-Robo uses the Chibi-Copter to float towards the ground. It does make him hover above the ground at a very low altitude in his game. In Smash, this recovery will only take him in an arch pattern. This recovering move won't take him very high into the air. So, if the recovery is weak, then what could we use to get back to the platform? Well, remember the front air attack. If you use the front air move towards the edge, he will attach the plug there and pull himself back to the stage. You can use his standard recovering move and cancel out of it into his tether grab to get back to the stage. He has 2 different ways to recover. For his down special, he uses George Sanderson's mug. This mug is used in the first Chibi-Robo game as a defensive tool to protect him from any danger. In Smash Brothers, he will use the mug for that same reason. Here's the mechanics to this special move. In the Chibi-Robo game, he can have the mug over him as long as possible, but in Smash, he can only have it over him for about 3 seconds until he brings it back. While this move is in action, he can move forward or backwards. The mug itself will be able to take up to about 5 powerful hits until it gets destroyed. The only way for it to come back is if you get killed. This move has another method for you to use. If you use this special move while in the air, instead of Chibi-Robo holding the mug over him, he will instead ride inside of the mug and drop towards the ground. This version of the special move will launch and KO fighters at a high percent. Now that we are done with his specials, let's go on over to his grabs. For Chibi-Robo's grabs, he will have 2 basic throws, 1 unique throw, and uses his electric plug to attack. So, to go through his grabs, his forward throw is instead of just throwing the fighter right off the bat, he will instead carry the fighter above him, just like Donkey Kong's forward throw. With this move, he can throw the opponents in all 4 directions. For his back throw, he throws the fighter behind him. For his up-throwing move, he tosses the fighter up into the air. And for the down throw, he puts the fighter on the ground and electrocutes them with his plug. His forward and back throws are the only throws that will KO. The down and up throws will be used as combo starters for Chibi-Robo. So, before we go on over to his final smash, let's go over his gimmick I mentioned in the beginning. The gimmick that Chibi-Robo will have is his watts. Everything that he does, including standing, the watts counter goes down. In other words, he has a battery that drains whenever he's turned on. To apply this to Smash, whenever you move, jump, attack, etc., the watts battery will count down. The max number of watts that Chibi-Robo can have in Smash is 2000. When the watts number starts to go below 200, Chibi-Robo will downgrade drastically. He won't attack, he won't jump, and his movement will be sluggish. In order for you to fix this problem, the player must hold the shield and B button at the same time. When that happens, Chibi-Robo will spawn a portable outlet and start to charge back up. If you just let the Watts counter go all the way down to 0, Chibi-Robo will shut down immediately. Television will appear and recharge him. This gimmick is very important to any future Chibi-Robo players. You should be careful with charging up, because you will be vulnerable to the opponent's attacks and oncoming projectiles. The Watts number doesn't have to be below 200 for you to charge. You can just recharge Chibi-Robo if the number is below 2000. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on over to his final smash. For his final smash, he will use the mecha robot from the Chibi-Robo Zip Lash game, Giga Chibi-Robo. He will attack all the fighters on the stage with powerful punches. Each punch will cause a shockwave to appear on the stage. The damage that he will inflict will be at least 30% damage. On high percent, this final smash will KO any fighters. For his stage, it can be the living room. This is one of the most well-known areas in the Chibi-Robo games. The players can be fighting on top of the coffee table. There could be additional platforms for them to jump on. Spy doors could be running rampant all over the stage, and the players can defeat them. Other cameos can be seen in the background like the Sandersons, Dinah, Sunshine, Tao, and the Great Pico. So folks, what do you think? Pretty interesting, huh? That's all I have for the moveset of Chibi-Robo. If you have any thoughts or anything you would like to add to this, make sure to put it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications. I also can do video requests for other characters' moveset ideas as well. If interested, you can check out my previous moveset videos I did on this channel. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next moveset. See ya!